Alright, we got Mike here tonight, and you see he's got the chuck in his hand there because we're just talking and discussing what we're going to do tonight.
Right.
And Mike says we haven't worked on that overhead BRIGGS in a while, and a lot of people have been asking, right?
That's right.
So why don't you grab that bucket, the one with all the dust on it over there.
This is all the bits and pieces for it, right?
Yeah, let me see, I got the engine over here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Whew, you ain't gonna blow that off,
No.
Mike. So we'll have to figure out where we're at, and I think we left off. You cut this crank down as much as you could, and you couldn't go any further because we had to get the forejaw. And now you just have to take off maybe a thousandth or two.
Yeah, I remember because let's see, as I remember right, the ends of the crank that we welded up and began to turn down are not what's the word?
Concentric.
Well, they're round, they're concentric, but they're offset from the actual bearing, the journal surface here. So if the journal was running true, the crank would actually the tip here would not be true to this.
Mm-hmm.
So the diameter is round, but it's offset, almost like it's a cam, you know?
Right.
So what we need to do is grip the crank on the journal, put like a steady rest here, and put an indicator on it so we know the crank is turning true, and then turn the crank, the actual surface that's going to hold the flywheels, turn that down to the appropriate dimension. But I think at the time, my lathe wasn't set up, and we needed to complete the steady rest for yours. So now that's all done. So we're ready to actually finish that crank finally.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
And then we got to put a keyway in and broach it.
Right. Broach 2 keyways on the key
Right,
seats.
we're going to have to cut them. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a lot of work, and you know, like I say, Mike don't get to come here, but maybe a couple hours a week, every other week maybe. So now we're going to put our mind to it and try to get this out of our off the back burner there. Looks good though, Mike.
Dude, if I remember, I forgot how nice this came out. You did a real nice job on the rocker arms. Got the bronze guides for the valves. Yeah, it looks
Look,
real
we
nice.
got the hanger rash. We call that hanger rash in the flight business.
Oh boy.
We'll touch that up. That's what you get though. Oh well. All right, let's go set the lathe up, and then we'll see if we can get something done. We'll get something done.
We will.
All right. Let's see what's going on over here at the big lathe.
Yeah.
I meant to clean this up for you, buddy, but I got busy today.
Oh yeah. Well, I already loosened the 3-jaw chuck just on threads there. So set that aside. Actually, we'll set it like this. Make sure we don't have anything on the spindle where the chuck's gonna seat. Put a little drop of oil on there.
I did. I filled that for you too.
Thank you. Okay.
It's a big hunk of chuck there, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
First little lathe.
You don't have to kill or tighten them either.
Nah, not for what you're doing.
Nope. Well, the act of doing work in the forward direction or in the normal direction tightens it. So, you know, you don't want to have to fight it to get it off. So that's
See, the forejaw, for me, Mike, it would take me days to get that straight.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to take you a little bit. You know, it's not like you're a machinist. You know, you do machine work, but you're
not every day.
You're not a machinist like our buddy Rob, who would probably come over here and.
Yeah, he could spin it twice and it would be straight.
Right. Hit it with a hammer a couple of times and it'd be dead nuts on.
Right.
But
so let's see. So we're ready to put the crank in, but one thing we want to do, because these jaws they're probably hardened, and they're ground, and they have, I don't want to say sharp edges, but they're finely ground. They're crisp. Yeah, crisp edges. That's a good word for it. So we're gonna. You had some.
I did. Let me find some
flashing or something, right? To just wrap the bearing surface on the crank with, and then we can tighten it down. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the jaws are all the same distance from the crank, because we overlap the sheathing we'll just put the dial indicator here and make sure this is running true.
Okay, let me find that flashing for you. All right, let's go see how our buddy Mike is doing. How you doing, Mike?
Well, I got it about where it's about a 1/1000th out.
Huh, wow.
And I'm going to put that toward that bearing journal's at around by 1/1000.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's pretty good, right? I mean, you can see the needle deflecting a little bit, but each graduation is 1/1000th, so yeah.
Yeah, and you're sticking way out there, so.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think you can get much better than that, buddy.
So if we, let's see how it... That looked pretty good to me. Got all this jaws tightened up, so... You know what? That actually doesn't look like it's out, now that I think of it. Look, I'm just do my eye here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this surface here and this surface here appear true. But what did we hit? Did we already fix that problem?
I don't think so. No.
I forget.
No.
Well, we know this diameter is too large. Obviously, we have some voids, not voids, but low spots. We got to turn that down, clean this up, and turn the end down.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get to 5/8, if I'm not mistaken. We'll double check.
Oh, we
on the
have to check
flywheel.
everything. Yeah, it's been so long.
But yeah, we're ready. So now let me pull the indicator off. Now we're ready for the steady rest right here, which we may have to take the tailstock off. Or maybe not. Let me see. I don't think we will. Yeah, it's perfect. It's stuck together.
Oh,
Who painted this?
paint.
Paint.
I would have painted the bottom. There you go. A nice piece of machinery work there, buddy.
Yeah, excellent. Very nice.
You're supposed to say, yeah, nice paint job, too.
Ah. Well, that was understood.
Oh, look at that. Had that paint getting on the bottom. Oh. Huh.
Yeah, I guess that is that the blue paint they used for the brown wall at stained tacky paint? No.
Nah, it's the same company, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as that
Paint,
Krylon.
that paint that never dries, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Our dinner should be coming soon.
Oh yeah. Okay. So put a little steady rest on there. Got to put the bottom, fish the bottom plate in there.
Boy, this old lady's done a lot of stuff for us, hasn't it?
It has. Made a couple upgrades over the years, but
Yeah.
it does the job.
Okay, I'm gonna let you hook that all up, and then I guess we'll eat, and then we'll get back to it.
Get to turning.
Let's see how Mike's doing over here.
Get some chips.
Oh, you're just about there, huh?
Pretty close, not much more. This is just the 5,000th pass right here, so we got to take 34,000 total off. So really, we're taking 10,000ths off the diameter right now. I'm going to take this pass, take another, and then put a fresh tip on the tool, and we'll go from there. But it's cut nice. It's we're true now.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Yeah. Watch your fingers.
Ow, 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 ow.
And the steady rest makes a world of difference. It's so much more rigid now.
I know. There's no chatter, no nothing. I used to blame it on a tool when I get chatter.
Yeah. It really helps having okay. You see, some spots of the crank are harder than others. Because again, it is weld built up with a MIG welder, you know. So
Yeah.
And our heat treating process was a little lacking. So, but it's cutting pretty fair.
Good enough for what we're doing, you know, just
Right.
a novelty engine.
You know, if we really wanted to get crazy, we could, you know, come pretty close and then leave 1,000th or 2, and you know, use a like a tool post grinder to take it down and give that perfect finish. But it's not that kind of engine, not that kind of machine, like I said. So what I'll do is, after this cut, I'll just take a file and go across it with a file to kind of knock off any high spots. But it's cutting pretty good.
All right, keep going, buddy.
Alrighty.
Right. Oh, what's that, Mike?
Oh,
I told you to lock that door. Who is it? Oh, look who it is.
What's going on?
Where's your mask? Put your mask on.
6 feet.
Get back. Stand back.
6 feet.
All right.
What's up, dudes?
Good, the gang's all back.
Gang's all here.
That's the governor. The governor let us come back.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm not going to tell him. You see who's here, Mike?
I know.
Hey, Mike.
It's been weeks. How you doing?
Good.
We can't shake your hand, buddy. No hugs and kisses. We ain't seen him in, what, almost 2 months, almost a month and a half.
Yeah. I ain't ready to be worm food yet.
Oh, man. These young kids don't have the systems that we got.
Ah, okay.
We grew up in the dirt, Mike.
Yeah.
They get sick easy.
702.
Is it there?
It's close. So our target is, in this case, it's 691. And we're at about 701. So, 10,000 more to go.
All right.
Pretty good.
All right. Mike says he's done. You gonna test fit it, buddy?
Yeah. Pretty good surface finish.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So, okay.
I guess we'd put it any other way, Mike, because you see how nice that is? Nice finish.
Oh yeah, this one had the weld on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep that hidden on the inside. Well, look at that.
Wow.
Went in like it had eyes.
Yeah, you know what? But I think
You feel something?
I think there's a burr, because you see where it's
Yeah.
just got.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, that weld when
Right
when I was cutting that on my lathe.
Yeah.
That gave me so much grief. Yep. Let me take a little. We have a little
file or
yeah, a little
something?
jeweler's file, because I don't want to mar this crank up. Just take that out of there.
All right. All right. Yeah, Mike got the little Dremel out here, a little drum cutter.
Yeah, like I said, there's a weld right here, and I had the hardest time cutting that on my lathe, and we actually there was a little high spot, so we took the little sanding wheel and ground it down a little bit. So now we should have no
It's
problem.
wrong side, wrong way.
Man, there we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's it's got a little bit of clearance, but enough. It's
Yeah, but we're gonna put
just
these. I don't know if you guys know what a gib key is. It's sort of like a tapered key,
right.
and Mike has to broach that.
Yeah, we still got to broach the wheel and cut the key.
Right, that's right.
The key seat on the crank. But that's one side done. So now to tackle the other side.
Nice finish, buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So now we just got to do that. You see, that's why we haven't done this, because just that one side. It's taking us all night. I mean, we stopped and laughed and joked and had some dinner and played with the kid over there. Tickled his chin. So.
All right, on the next one.
All right. Let's see how Mike's making out. He's been doing the other side of the crank. What's it looking like, buddy?
Well, we got 12 thousandths to go on this side, but you can see. Let me spin it back up. It's all running true here.
Yeah.
This was the bad side, because the bearing journal was perfect, but this had that definite cam effect, like the center line was offset. So now it's running true, but I got 12 thousandths more to take off, and we'll be at our dimension. You can see we have a couple low areas, but I think all these will clean up just perfectly. So, but yeah, that's about it for tonight. I gotta hit the road, so we'll leave this till next week.
If we get one that's deep, that's where the keyway's going.
That's right.
Oh wait.
That's the spirit.
Well, there you go, Tools. We got something done.
Oh yeah.
But that's a huge jump right there, because that's what's holding us up, Mike.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Once we do this, we can put the bottom end together. You know.
But it's getting late, and Mike's already been here like 4 hours.
Yeah. Gotta get up, and another day at work tomorrow.
So we'll leave that in the lathe, and maybe next week if you can make it. See, we don't even know if he can make it. We have no idea what his schedule's gonna be like. Maybe we'll finish that up, take your 12 thousandths off, and then broach these.
Broach the wheels, and then I don't think we have to do anything to the piston or the crank. They're all clean. The piston or the rod, they're all ready to go.
Let me get this. Oh,
all right, don't drop it.
I know. I think other than that, all we got to do is try and figure out how we're gonna route the fuel system in the side here.
Did we already do the?
Yeah.
That's done. Oh, there it is.
Grab that pipe, because that's the pipe we're gonna use. I was going to use brass, but I couldn't get it thin enough. And this stainless here, the wall's a little thinner.
Right, that's the side cover. Right, so that's a stainless tube there.
Yeah.
Right, so that's a...
It'll go in there. We have to bend that. It has to actually bend down. Actually, it has to bend down and then over.
Yeah, it's got to make maybe a compound, kind of bend, and then the carburetor is going to mount right in this area, and then the exhaust is going to come out this way. So that's a good fit.
But yeah, we still got quite a bit to do on this, but at least we got the crank done. That was the big hold up. So,
right.
All right, what do you say, buddy?
Enough of this.
Enough of this, huh, Mike?
Enough of this.
All right, go home and get some rest. Maybe I'll see you next week. All right, see you guys later. Thumbnail.